Trying to film this video for 30 minutes, and the first time I tried, I got a different tripod, and I went this way. I've showed you my yard before probably, and you know what I'm talking about. I come out this way, and then this dog starts barking. You know, the yip yip dogs are just, yeah, I came outside, and the dog kept barking, so I was like, okay, whatever. So I went around the house, still barking, it's incredibly loud, and I was like, okay. So I got a different tripod and went around this way, through the front door, because the front door is that way. And so I came through the front door, sat down here, part of my backyard where no one can see me. And then there's this kid that lives across the street that rides his bike, and you know those NPC characters on Skyrim or Fallout that just like have this thing and they walk a certain way in this path? He was like this. Hi there. He didn't actually say hi, but you know those characters, and then like they just have this task or have this line that they just walk in, and that's all they do. They just walk in this line. You know, he did that. And then the kid looks at me because I'm carrying this tripod and this book and all this stuff, and he looks at me and he's like, and then my other neighbor kids that live that way were like, what is she doing? So and then they started being loud, and now they're yelling. So I'm over here in the corner of my yard when no one can see me, and hopefully no dogs are barking, but now birds are singing. And apparently it's, you know, in the morning, no, it's almost 7 p.m. and there's birds singing now. Is the world confused? I don't know why it is when I come outside with a camera or I'm gonna do something, that's when everybody comes outside and they're like, let me ride my bike, or let me walk my dog, or let me play football. Excuse me, you were inside all day long and I was asleep all day. Is this the time where everyone's just gonna come outside and be noisy? Apparently. My house is really loud right now, so that's why I came outside, because I wanted to film. I just want to talk about this thing that I'm passionate about, but guess what? I can't. There's a lot of noise. So I'm just gonna try to like attempt to talk about what I really want to talk about, and I've wanted to film for so many days now. I don't want you to think that this is gonna be all like vlog and here's a montage of cool shots, because that's not what it is. It's just me talking about something that has really kind of bothered me, and it's not to be controversial or anything like that. It's just something that I've had my mind or been thinking about for a while, and I wanted to kind of just share my thoughts about it. I want to talk about how social media has influenced us as human beings. And I think most of us have like grown up on social media, or at least been on social media for most of their life, or a portion of their life. The topic comes up a lot that a lot of teens and preteens shouldn't have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or social media because there's a lot of crap on there. But I feel like we get to a point in our lives where we just don't care anymore. Like we don't live our lives the way that we should. Like you just get to a certain age and you're just like, I don't care. You know, you just get to a certain age and you just don't care anymore. You don't care how you live your life. You don't care how you just don't care that you're filling your body with junk. If you're eating garbage, you're gonna poop out garbage. Like people nowadays get mad when we don't read their diaries before that they did. I've been talking to some people recently, and then they said the main problem with social media is that we compare ourselves to certain people and saying, oh, I wish I looked like her, I wish I was at the beach, or I wish I had this. Like, we're like, oh, I look really ugly. This person's really pretty, I wish I looked like them. And then we start to just fill ourselves with just negative thoughts when we really shouldn't. Something I hear a lot also is, I wish I had a boyfriend. I wish I had a boyfriend that treated me like that. I wish I had a girlfriend. I wish I looked like that. Why don't I look like her? I can agree that most people have compared themselves to other people. Social media kind of is. It's just kind of in your face, and it is in your face a lot. It doesn't have to be. One of the things I hear more than the phrase, I wish I looked like her, would be that we define ourselves on social media. Some people do that because of the amount of likes that they get, or the amount of views that they get, and they think that because of how many views or likes they get defines them as a person. If I get likes, that means I'm a good person, or that means that, you know, I'm beautiful. But that's not the case. That's not how it should be. The way that you train your brain into thinking, oh, if I get this many likes, that's why you think that it's full of garbage, is because you're allowing yourself to do that. You're allowing yourself to say, if I get so many likes, then that means I'm beautiful, or that means I'm handsome, or whatever adjective or pronoun or noun you want to use. Just because someone has something you don't have doesn't mean you need to compare yourself. I don't think social media is a terrible and awful thing if you use it for the right reasons. If you retrain your brain to use it the way that you should, then it's not going to be full of crap like a lot of people say it is. Yeah, it is really hard not to care what other people think, but if you retrain your brain and every time you think, I wish I looked like her, or I wish I had a boyfriend, or whatever thought you're thinking that is negative, replace those thoughts with positive things. And something something that makes you happy or something that makes you like just think differently. I'm not gonna say that I haven't done that before, or, you know, say, oh, she's really pretty and I wish I was as pretty as her. Because girls do that a lot, and guys probably do that with their cars or whatever. Guys compare themselves, girls compare themselves. Everyone compares themselves to other people. It's just human nature to say, I want that, or I wish I had that. But if you retrain your brain into thinking, wow, they have that and they look like that, but I have this. Not as a show-offy thing, not like, oh, I have this, look at this thing, and then you don't have this. Because that's not what you should do. You should be like, oh, they have this, I have something that makes me happy too. Doesn't have to be a boyfriend, or doesn't have, that's just an example, you know what I mean? Refrain from using those thoughts and just filling your brain with those garbage of thoughts. You'll be happy. And I'm not saying it'll fix the problem of, oh, I'm sad because I don't have this. It will help, and I promise it'll help. The more you do things that make you happy, not things like stealing and stuff, because that's bad, don't do that. Don't do illegal things, but do things that make you happy. Edit video, make music, do whatever that makes you happy, you know, that isn't illegal, but you know what I mean. Do something that makes you happy. People wonder what you're up to. Like, why is she smiling? Why is she so happy all the time? The moment you can stop caring about what other people think about you, depending on your amount of views and likes, and start thinking about the things that you do have, like a car, a house, or something that you do have and something that you're grateful for. Not as a, look at me, I'm better than you because I have this, but as some people may not have that. And that's good that you have something that you can rely on and depend on, like a house. I find myself comparing myself, I said myself twice, 3 times now, less to other people because I find something that I like, something that I'm passionate about, something that I can pour everything into and just be myself. And, you know, some people, you know, make YouTube videos because they want money or because they want a certain amount of views or likes. Kind of all goes in a giant circle. But that's not why I do it. I do it because that's what makes me happy. There's a bug. That's why I do it, because it makes me happy. And it's released to me, and music and stuff like that, or video games. Find something that makes you feel free. Something that you're not going to compare yourself with. And then when you start comparing yourself, just retrain your brain. If everyone was like everyone else, then there wouldn't be any color. It'd just be black and white. And don't get me wrong, black and white is beautiful. But it would be a whole lot more dull if we were all exactly the same. Be a marshmallow in a world of Lucky Charms. Be whatever you want to be. Be you. Don't compare yourself. That was sort of a rant, but sort of just kind of me venting. I hope it wasn't boring or whatever. I was just kind of like wanting to put my thoughts on something and put it out there. Hope you guys have a good day. I don't know what the next video may be, but I hope you enjoy it. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.